Alrighty, everybody. Good morning. It's time for Raise Baseball, episode 2 of what was supposed to be the home opener. I will get into that here in a second. Sorry about all the delays. Like I said, I'm using a new this new software called Meld, and it's pretty good. It's having some bugs, but overall, it's a pretty solid program. I've had some issues getting the channel to go live on YouTube. But it seems like it's finally working. Um, so if anybody notices anything odd, just let me know and I will do my best to fix it. It seems like we're live though on YouTube, so we're going to worry about this another day. Welcome into the Race franchise, everybody. We're going to skip to gameplay here because I have some explaining to do. So there we are. Hello, everybody. Good to see you all again. So episode 2, as I put home opener series, was supposed to be the home opener. So allow me to explain what happened. For about 30 minutes, the last time I tried to go live, I was playing this game right here, the home opener. And about 35 minutes into the recording, or the stream, or whatever, the stream, let's just be honest, the stream, I noticed that YouTube wasn't recording at all. So I tried to get it to work without ending the stream. It did not work. And I just could not export what I had already recorded over. So I kind of just ended it. And we ended up losing our home opener 2-4. So we're going to play this game today as our home opener series. And at some point tonight, I don't really know what game we're going to play. So I'll worry about one broadcast at a time at this rate. So yeah, that's why it's not exactly the home opener. It's the last game of the home opener, which is a solid matchup, right? Shane McClanahan against Cade Horton. So if there's any issues with the chats, Twitch, just let me know. But other than that, I do apologize for all the issues. I'm still figuring this program out bit by bit. Thankfully, I have all year. So, we're taking on the Cubbies. That was not planned, but we're taking on the Cubs. Shane McClanahan on the bump, and we're going to go against future Cub ace, even though he's technically not the ace this year, even though he should be, Cade Horton, who's off to a tremendous start. We are 6-5. Enough for half game back in the division after the first couple weeks or so of the season. Blue Jays are 3-8, so go Blue Jays. Am I right? So you need to catch up on games now. This is with your franchise. I think you're ahead of me at this point. Let's get into this last game of the home opener. Oh wait, should we throw on a nice little cool uniform? I really like the old uniforms. Do they have them in here? Oh God, I'm never wearing those. Okay. Yeah, these are all road uniforms. Do they not have the traditional ones in here? We could go with a nice throwback, can't we? We could be the Devil Rays. Why not? Oh, you just a game in? Well, this is just the second episode. I don't play every game anymore. I just do not have the time to do 162 games properly. Maybe I'll make that a challenge next year or something, but I just don't, unfortunately, have the time to this year. So much stuff going. Dear God, people are tired. I've noticed in this game that players lose energy really quick in this game. I guess we'll give Jake Fraley the day off. Let's get Johnny DeLuca in there. Good Lord, DeLuca. Nick Fortes is fine. Taylor Walls. Should we get... Nah, we're going to let Caminero hit. Aronda's off to a great start. 250. Maybe we give him the day off. I just don't know if I have anybody else that plays first. Well, that can properly play for. Well, Yandy Diaz can play first. Maybe we'll switch. We'll let Diaz play first, and Aranda can DH. Taylor Walls is just a shortstop. Okay, Chandler Simpson hitting 333. I'm not a big fan of Mullins hitting leadoff. I really want Simpson hitting leadoff. I want to get him going here. That's a solid lineup. You want to pay the... Listen. I didn't know the schedule until I saw it. So. Aranda's been looking tired. It's okay. He'll DH. It's okay. It's okay, guys. Let's do this. All right. Finally, we're here. YouTube is working. That's great. We need YouTube to keep working. Okay? Looks like the Cubs actually have their lineup in here. No Ian Happ. I don't know what's wrong with Ian Happ. He has not been playing.
From inside Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay.
Let's rock the Trop, baby.
On MLB The Show. It's
rock the Trop.
Taking on the Tampa Bay Rays.
So this is the rubber match of this opening series. There are some of the headlines. Jonathan Aranda has definitely been the highlight so far this season for the Tampa Bay Rays. And some stuff about the Cubs we don't care about. Anything to note here? Those are some very minor league things I did. I don't really feel like I need to highlight those. I can if you want to, but it's not really necessary. Pittsburgh Pirate great, Xavier Isaac. I forgot he was with the Tampa Bay Rays. We could see him play in at some point. And our only top 100 prospect in all of baseball, so to speak. Or sorry, no, our only B potential or higher prospect, Theo Guillen. So, let's check out. Well, we gotta check out Jonathan Aranda, right?
Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Okay, Singy, he's got some extra swagger today after that monster performance in the last game. So much confidence in that swing.
No doubt about it, Boog. He did everything to drive the team bus back to the hotel. Looking forward to
seeing happy birthday, by the way. Happy birthday, my dude. What does that say? Okay, got it. Cubs and Rays, baby.
First pitch coming your way next.
Welcome to the best ballpark in all of baseball, the Trop. We can call this the juice box now.
The slab in this one, Shane McClanahan. What do we have on him?
He has a great ability to command a game, Boog, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid double bogeys out there.
Let's get into this.
His scorecard is going to look pretty.
Of course, Nico Horner leading it off for the Cubbies, the NL Central champs this year. They should be.
The leadoff batter as he looks at ball one.
But we'll see. Take a look at Shane McClanahan. Still got to get used to the screen. 28-year-old lefty. Fastball change, curve, and slider. Does an okay job at spreading out his secondary pitches, but fastball is his first pitch. Last year of his contract before he is a free agent. So it really comes to beg the question, the typical predictable question. Hey, do we keep Shane McClanahan and maybe re-sign him? Or do we use him for trade and bump up this farm system, which, according to the show, is really, really bad? I think we were 20th ranked farm system, if I remember correctly.
Impressive production lately.
That's just something that we got to improve on.
Unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why
one of those guys, gotta turn these guys down. One of those guys that I let go in that screen, he was 28 years old, but he was a 34 overall D potential. So I was not going to keep him on the team.
And we'll do it again.
So Those were like 4 players that literally had no business being on a major league team. That's why I let them go. All right, 1-2 to my boy Nico. He is so hard to strike out. He is so hard to strike out. Would need him to chase or something.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
I mean, Nico Hoarder is like Luis Arraez territory.
Fights it off,
Man.
we'll see another.
Well, what do we do here? We've thrown him everything under the sun. Fortes keeps calling for a fastball.
Fights that one away. Still
Nico
1-2.
does not care. Off the plate. Here we go. Here's the 1-2 again.
Got him.
Attaboy.
For the K.
It's Nico on the slider.
But they still get the strikeout.
Took 9 pitches, but we got it.
All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this.
Where is
lineup.
Ian
I think
Happ?
as they gel together,
He's got to be
gain some
hurt.
maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing
Ian Happ
outdoor
has to be
baseball.
hurt.
And now it's Alex Bregman. 2 for 9 so far in the series.
All right, here's Bregman. Biggest addition to the Cubs offseason. Hitting wise, 1-0. Am I enjoying the game? I need to play more. I think I will once I actually get into a rhythm and start playing the game.
And the 1-0.
It's just, and I mean this respectfully, it's the same thing I feel every year. Like, the game always feels fresh. I do love the presentation so far. But yeah. It feels fine. It really does. Feels fine. 1-2 to Alex Bregman. Called strike 3. 98 up at the corner.
Problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start.
You ain't dealing with that.
Out the first 2 hitters of this ball game.
Of course, I'll get my
And
clips going
somebody's
for
gonna
every
have to put
episode. I
the
didn't do that in the
ball
first
in play
episode.
and get something going.
2 down, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
Let's go, Sugar Shane.
Sugar Shane. Get that fan out of here. Looks like the first Mariners regular season game to watch. I want to do some shady stuff to watch games.
Outside corner.
Strike 1 to Seiya Suzuki. I think he is one of the players that's going to benefit so much with this ABS system. There was like some weird stat I saw, like when it comes to pitches being called outside the zone for a strike, Seiya Suzuki was
2 down,
third
nobody on.
in that.
And that's in there at the
I can't remember
knees
the other
for a
2
strike.
players, but
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
thank you, Brian.
The 0-2.
And Suzuki rips that into left field. That will be into the corner as
Around
Simpson
first and hustling for second.
will get it in. And there's a 2-out double for Seiya Suzuki.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So you're enjoying it? Yeah. Despite what people say online,
Sole runner at second, 2
there
down.
are things that have
Michael
changed in the
Busch
game
stays in
since,
now.
you know,
Sat out
3 years
last
ago.
night's game, but back in there today.
So here's Michael Busch.
The changeup missing. Ball 1.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the
this
cleanup
going.
man
Okay.
can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
You know, Michael Busch didn't hit that well against lefties last year. Still a good
Man
power
on
threat.
second, 2 down. High fly ball
Like I
on
said,
that one,
good power
curved
threat.
foul down the right
Gotta be
side.
careful. Hey, there's a new K emote over on the Twitch channel.
1-1 now. And a foul ball.
Good Lord. Don't mind us. We're just going to hang everything for you. One, two.
Man at second. That misses.
Just missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
There. Really had some run and finished.
20 pitches in the first inning is not ideal.
That's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat.
Stop calling him Sugar Shane. What is wrong with you people?
3-2 now.
The strategy of winning a ball game when you could make that pitcher.
Bush was taken way too high in the fantasy league.
Pitches, that could be the key.
He's pretty underrated, man. Like, he's not going to be an elite power hitter. But I really think he's going to be... I think if he has an excellent season, he could be a 40-homer guy.
In the air, right field.
I really do think that.
That is that.
He'll fly out to DeLuca.
No score. This is Rays baseball on the show, Florida.
Bottom of the first. Here come the good guys against a really tough pitcher in Cade Horton. I'm going to get carved up so bad.
Back here at Tropicana Field, and now here's the starter for the Cubs.
Look at
Cade
those
Horton.
numbers, man.
What do you look for here?
Well, last time
What's up, Randy?
The win didn't allow a run, pitched extremely well. He doesn't have to be perfect, but if he can give another
Sugar Shane
performance like
McClanahan.
last time out, his team will be happy.
Chandler Simpson now at the plate.
Sugar Shane McClanahan, huh? It does have a nice ring to it. I've just never heard that. All right, so Cade Horton. Definitely a different version than what we had in our Pirates franchise last year, where he was like a 60-something overall, and he just didn't get any better. Young stud, 24 years old, out of Oklahoma. First-round pick in 2022. Fastball, sweeper, change, curve, and sinker, and his sweeper is disgusting. So, there's a fastball 50% of the time, according to this. So, some stuff is already getting better for Cade Horton. Lost rookie of the year last year to Baldwin of the Braves, who I think call me biased, was a little robbed, but hey, you know what? Baldwin earned it at the same time, so can't really be bitter about that. You ready for work? You work? Man, every time I talk to you, you're on vacation.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
I'm on vacation next week. I can't wait. And Simpson, left field line. That's a fair ball.
So a man
But that is Tyler Austin out there in left field, and he's going to hold him to a single. We are off to a good start.
Batting second, the first baseman,
Yandy
number
Diaz
2,
now.
Yandy.
All right, Amish. Have a good day at work, sir. Happy birthday again.
Diaz.
Here's Yandy Diaz.
Simpson gets
Playing
his lead
first
at
base.
Nobody out.
Forgot how to look at the
And he
defense.
asks for time.
I forgot how to look at the defense.
Runner on the go.
There goes Simpson.
In for a strike. And that's a stolen
And he gonna
base.
swipe the bag easily. 5th stolen base of the year for Simpson.
That one misses. Ball 1.
I really forgot how to look at the... How do you look at the defense again? Good Lord. I want to look at defense. This job gets yelled at. Man, I wish I had that.
Runner on the go again.
I don't know where Simpson's going.
Caught, and now it's chance to double the runner off second. And he's out. Couldn't get back.
All right, well, that was on me hitting buttons. That's not on Simpson.
And it changes the outlook of the inning completely.
That was not on Simpson. That was on me hitting buttons. So
But on the flip side, I have to think they're going to have some discussions and probably some
I
lessons
really
learned
can't
about
figure
the
this
pitching
out, dude.
decisions
What the
that were made.
heck?
Now here is Jonathan Aranda.
Here's Aranda.
Went deep twice in his last game. And time called prior to the 0-1.
View defense. Thank you. Good lord, I thought there was another button that did that, but I hit R3 on my controller and it didn't work. So hey, there's the defense. Found out the hard way. So Tyler Austin in left field. I'm going to guess Ian Happ is hurt. PCA in center. Seiya in right. Bregman, Swanson, Horner, and Bush around the infield. Carson Kelly behind the plate. And for some reason, they have Miguel Amaya hitting DH, which doesn't really make a lot of sense. But hey, whatever works. It's not out of the question. It's just Miguel Amaya is not a DH guy. They should be... Well, no, it's a lefty on them. Never mind.
And that's off the inside edge.
I'm just all over
Now
the place this
1-2.
morning. I'm all over the place.
Man, that got him square in the mask.
Got Kelly in the face. You alright, Kelly? Good lord, 1-2.
And now 2-2.
Take.
Good
2 balls,
spot
2
there, but
strikes.
Didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced
PCA
by
the man.
out there on the mound
I
as he tried
want
get
to
a
see the
better sense of
details,
the
man. I
opponent's
can't wait to
strike
see the details of that.
Swing and a miss.
Good
Struck him
changeup.
out.
Ronda strikes out. Horton gets out of the inning thanks to my inability to stop hitting buttons. Nothing doing after 1 inning here in the Trop. I kind of wish they would have waited 1 more year for PCA's extension. I know that's just me
On
being
now to the
picky.
top half of inning number 2. So
Because
up now for Chicago,
I want them to
Carson
lock up
Kelly.
Nico. I want Ricketts to lock up Nico Horner. If Ian Happ goes, Ian Happ goes. But I would rather keep Nico Horner than Happ.
That one found hard the other way.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
The 0-1. Rusty Valentine calling
Oh,
balls
here we
and
go.
strikes.
Book, something I hear
Here
from
we
hitters
go.
about Valentine is they know they don't have to protect off the plate too much. and
Rusty
two-strike
Valentine
count can be a
behind
big
the
deal
plate.
In terms of your confidence and seeing some pitches in that at bat.
You can't miss these calls this year, Rusty. We got an ABS
Going
system.
too soon at strike 2.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days,
1-2 to Carson
speed
Kelly.
differential is right where it needs to be.
That's
Ground
to
ball.
third.
We got a man there at Caminero.
Throws to first in time.
1 down.
Batting 6, the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson stands in.
All right, so let's... Nope, hold on. There's our defense for this episode. Chandler Simpson in left, Mullins in center, Johnny DeLuca in right field, Caminero, Williams, Lux, and Diaz around the infield, Nick Fortes behind the plate. And we've got Aranda hitting DH for apparently Sugar Shane McClanahan. What a name.
And he takes
I have
a
never
strike.
heard that.
I'm a little surprised with
I
how
have never
patient they've
heard
been against the
that nickname
fastball.
before.
Taking a few for strikes now. I'd like to see him show some confidence by attacking those
But
pitches.
then again,
The 0-1.
I don't know much about the Rays, so
Hit hard
there's
to
a
the ground to
hard
short.
hit ground ball to Williams.
Fires in time.
Throws out his counterpart, 2 down.
Batting 7, the center fielder, number 4, Pete Crow Armstrong.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
We're PCA.
Crow Armstrong with another scorching run of play lately.
We've
Strike
gotten
one
used
to
seeing him
PCA.
put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
That one
Ground ball right to Diaz.
He takes it himself.
And
to the
McClanahan
bottom
has a
of the
1-2-3 inning.
We'll go to the bottom of
That's
the
needed.
second. No score.
What's up, Ray? Yeah, we're going to try to pull 2 streams today. We're going to do one now and one later tonight.
Back now in Tampa Bay. Now up for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero.
That and I wanted to go live the other day and I couldn't because of tech issues again. And I wanted to go live last night, but I couldn't because we just got home so late from soccer practice.
That one fouled off.
So, I want to try to pull 2 streams today.
Swung on and fouled off.
There goes my bat.
Only to do bat.
0-2 on Junior Caminero. It's off to a slow start this season.
Got him swinging.
Well, take a look
That
at the
sweeper
pitch
that Cade
sequence
Horton
here.
has
Very
is
simple
disgusting.
In terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and
That
battle.
sweeper
And right
is
there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all
just
he could do is
nasty.
hope to foul that off.
Here's Gavin Lux to hit.
Really strong hitting performance recently, working on an 8-game hitting streak.
All right, here's Gavin Lux.
Lux throws right, bats left. Hitting 5th in today's lineup. And they traded for him earlier this year.
Did they?
Bouncer to second.
What was the Gavin Lux trade in? Where did the Rays get Gavin Lux from? It was the Reds, right?
Batting six.
He's going to tap out here.
Carson Williams next to hit for the Rays. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1.
Here is Carson Williams, another young player to build around. Off to a good start this season, hitting .313.
Just missed.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. The last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
I saw that message. I saw that message.
2 down, nobody on.
That sweeper is nasty.
2-2.
Oh, God. 2-2 to Carson.
Now one missed. Chases the
Man.
baseball up the ladder, struck
We're going to see a lot of that.
We'll move to the third.
Cade Horton's going to carve me up. He going to carve me up, man. As he strikes out Williams. I don't know who removed the message. That was actually not me.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Last 10 games. Hey, look, the Cubs swept the Guardians. What else is new? Anyway, so pretty much start of the season. Cubs are 7-3. I mean, that's an easy schedule up until you get to the Guardians and Rays. I mean, the Cubs to start the season have to face the Nationals and Angels. They need to go at least 6-1 in that. And over the head.
Fair ball. Around first.
And he's going to go for 2. Here's Simpson's throw. Got Matt Shaw. Trying to stretch a single into a double. No siree. That's a good play out there by Chandler Simpson. Or he trying to get himself in trouble.
No, that's a ball.
Ball one. Oh, the clip didn't work. That's a shame.
Top of the third, no score.
All right, give me 1 second here. Let me see if I can figure this out. Since this ain't going to work on my phone, let me pull this up here because I need to do this. Can't believe PCA. I get why people are a little bullish on PCA this year because he looked just... He looked awful the second half of last year. He really did. Okay, maybe this won't affect anything. He did look awful the second half of last year. Had a pretty good World Baseball Classic, but I don't know what he's done in spring training though.
Splits the plate.
So I get why people are a little bullish on him, or a little hesitant to pick him up.
Next offering is fouled back.
So here's Tyler Austin. Sneaky good pickup for the Cubs, but hurt in real life, which is a shame.
The 1-2. Line drive. Pulls it.
He's just going to do a little liner right to Carson Williams, 2 down. Yeah, he looked all right in WBC. I just don't think he's done a lot in spring training, though.
So here's Horner now. Struck out swinging his first time.
Here's Nico.
Swing and a miss.
Back to the top of the lineup we go in Nico Horner.
Here we go, Shane. 2 down, nobody on. And there's a foul.
So if we decide to re-sign Shane McClanahan, could we do the Shane McMahon, here comes the money? Because he's going to get a lot of money. An A potential, he's going to be 29. I'll bet you anything he wants a 6 or 7 year deal.
Should have this one. And that is that.
As McClanahan settling down.
No score.
Some good help on defense, nailing out Matt Shaw and a couple lineouts. Or flyouts. Nothing doing. Think the Cubs made a mistake, Owen Casey.
Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
I don't know if I'm with you or not, that Ray. Like he hits really good. If Yuri or who's the pitcher they got again? I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank on the pitcher they got from the Marlins, but I think it's Perez, isn't it? It's not Yuri Perez. It's
Cedric Mullins, the leadoff bat.
You know who I'm talking about. If that pitcher that the Cubs got from the Marlins can stay healthy, I think it'll be worth it.
Late swing, foul to the left.
Here's Cedric Mullins leading it off. Edward Cabrera, that's it.
Right side, hard hit.
Another ground ball.
Bush takes it to the bag. Leadoff hitter
1 down.
on in the third.
That's it, Edward Cabrera. Because Cabrera, whether he likes it or not, he's going to have to become the number 2 starter this season at one point. Because Cade Horton's going to do well. I'm not worried about Cade Horton.
Right through there.
Matthew Boyd's, he might be okay. Jamison Taillon and Shota Imanaga are the 2 pitchers I'm worried about.
Fouled off.
So Edward Cabrera has got to stay healthy, and he's got to strike out hitters. Because Cade Horton can't carry the rotation on his own.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. got him
Ah,
looking
good
for the
pitch.
K. And that's 4
Fortes
strikeouts.
strikes out.
No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fast.
Tyne had a good World Baseball
and that makes me
Classic.
think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you
He
think
also
you
gave up a
simply
lot of
just
home runs
beat
in
a guy
spring
with
training.
only your fastball,
A
why
lot.
do anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Johnny DeLuca getting ready to hit. And first off,
Good Lord, Kate Horton is, he's been difficult. He works quick, too. He works real quick.
Pop foul out of play.
Also, the amount of people, like, in projections that are taking the Reds to win the Central this year is just, am I missing something?
Cut on and miss. Struck
Well, we're
him
getting-
out. That is the inning. On to the fourth.
Kate Horton with
Still
5
scores.
strikeouts through 3. He is killing us. Let's go to the 4th. He's only pitched 1 game. Yeah, it's definitely not the best success.
New inning getting started. So up now for Chicago, Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
All right, here's Bregman.
Just off the outside edge.
Yeah.
And that's ball 1.
Could have. I don't know. Jace can give a start. You have like 7 of them. Now you're gonna need them. You're gonna need those starters when you make it back to the playoffs. Down low, 2-1 to Alex Bregman.
That one.
I mean, that was a hanging changeup, and he's gonna rip that just out of the glove of DeLuca. And Alex Bregman with a leadoff double.
Leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice
They are
job
hitting the
going
ball
the other way.
hard off of McClanahan.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. Doubled his first time. Late swing fouled off.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning. to get
I just
on
don't know, man,
after
like,
that leadoff hit and hardly order
I like
comes up
Shane
right behind him.
McClanahan,
This is where
but
they need to get going.
I guess it's really going to depend on how
Looking
much
to
money
strike
he's going to
first.
want.
Top half of inning number 4. Swung on.
Suzuki, high and deep.
Way back there. It's got a chance.
Simpson
Outta
can't
here.
get it. 2-run homer,
Jacks
Seiya
that one out
Suzuki
to left. His
puts the
first
Cubs on the
home of
board.
year, and the Cubs have the lead now.
I don't even think Aaron
It's
Judge was going to reach that
2-0.
ball.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened.
Good attempt by
Not an
Simpson,
easy
but
one to
just
stomach.
not
But
tall
I wasn't
enough.
sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific
I think that
effort
ball
to try
literally
to
bounced
bring
off
that
the top
one
of the
back.
wall. I mean, Simpson wasn't really going to catch that, but hey, A for effort.
So up next for Chicago, Michael Bush. He's 0 for 1.
All right, just like that.
You know, these Cubs did a great
2-0
job
Cubs.
of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
I just don't know how he went up there and got that.
Next offering is down low. 2 balls, no strikes.
2-0.
Still
McClanahan,
relatively
settle
early,
in.
though. With the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
That one finds the zone. 2 balls and a strike.
Pitches are all over the place. 2-1. The game wants me to throw a fastball to Michael Bush. No. I'm good with that.
Foul ball there.
I'm good with that. We're not going to do that. Two and 2. Inside, full count. Flanagan just... he losing it a little bit. Let's try to bear down here. He got him. Got Bush chasing him on the slider. Third strikeout of the night for Mr. McClanahan.
Hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has a really good bite.
And here is Carson Kelly.
To lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss.
1-0.
You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
So what's everybody up to today? I know it's Tuesday. A lot of normal people are at work.
Fought off foul.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
And one to Kelly.
There's a strike.
Ooh, yeah, Kelly gonna challenge that. He's a catcher.
Good eye at the plate.
That's gonna get overturned. That was definitely off the plate. Carson Kelly knows the strike zone. 2-1.
High fly ball down the left field line.
It's a high and deep left field. Simpson
Foul ball.
just didn't go for it, I guess. Sorry.
Out in front of that fastball. Got to try to stay on that backside just a little bit longer and see if you can do some damage.
Do it again. Here's the 2-2.
On the ground.
Foul ball.
And foul ball.
Yeah, I don't really have a lot of, in a weird kind of way.
3-2 now.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
I kind of wanted to do that, but we didn't. Okay, good. I'm glad I didn't. Of course, if we have any injuries, it's going to be a problem. That's going to be right up the middle.
That one finds its way through.
We're kind of going to have to... we're going to be stuck with this rotation this season. We don't really have any prospects
Swanson digs in.
that are either ready or
His first time up.
competent, I guess is the best way to put that. And Swanson, back-to-back hits. I want to get a hit like that.
Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
The center fielder, number 4.
Pitch was in and off.
I want to get a hit.
So hard to do anything with the pitch.
Dansby
in that
Swanson.
location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat.
We're back to PCA.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Trade said prospects. Yeah, I mean, I really don't want to blow this team up because
Still only one
unlike
out
the
here in
Pirates,
inning.
you know, the Rays have a very good tendency to have solid records even with, you know, a limited budget and not so many all-star players. I don't want to be like the Marlins and just blow up the team every time we're bad.
Swung on, belted.
Even though PCA
Well,
is going to
and it is outta here.
add a 3-run shot.
A 3-run dinger. It's their second home
5-0
run of the inning,
Cubs.
and they boost their lead.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like
Oh, it's going to be a long year. It's going to be a long year.
this. Great pitchers are able to tease the outside part of the zone with the breaking ball. That means that it looks like it's going to be
That
a
hung,
strike, but
man.
finishes
That
at
hung.
the plate. Well, that one finished on the outer half, but caught just too much of the plate and hit for a home run.
So now the DH spot, Matt Shaw.
We're going to get somebody warming up. Here's shot. Yeah, they're just hitting the ball hard off of him, too. Those 2 home runs were wall scrapers.
You'll one.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like
Absolutely
sooner or
hasn't had it
later,
this game.
They're gonna have to go to the bullpen.
I'll go to the bullpen when I'm ready. Don't worry. We're evaluating right now. Okay? We're evaluating right now.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
I mean, like I said about Shane McClanahan, he's not... Just because he's the technical ace of this staff doesn't mean he's someone I want to keep.
In the air, right side.
I don't know how they're making contact with that ball.
Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Nice play by DeLuca out there. 2 down.
Up next to the Cubs, the left fielder, Tyler.
Here's the left fielder. He's 0 for 1.
It's also the Cubs lineup. The Cubs lineup is just kind of... It's kind of just power. Pretty sure Nico Horner, and maybe Ballesteros now, is the only 2 people in this lineup that go for hits and not power. But hey, rough inning for McClanahan. Gives up a 2-run homer and then a 3-run homer. 5-0 Cubbies. We only have 1 hit.
Ready to go, bottom 4. Now up for Tampa Bay, Chandler Simpson.
We're absolutely going to bring in Boyle here to start the 5th inning. So here we go. Got a hole to dig out of.
Well, these Rays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their
I just don't know how to attack Cade Horton, man. He's throwing stuff down the middle, and we're just not hitting it.
Zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And Simpson up the middle. Nico not going to get him. Chandler Simpson on base for the 2nd time.
Better, but just still no chance with that great speed running down the line.
Got rid of it quick, though.
Man at first. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Yandy Diaz.
Boog, over 80% of
We've got a little bit of pop in this lineup, but not a lot. Diaz is 1. Campanero's 1. Mullins has shown power.
Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Now 1-1. There goes Simpson. That was a good pitch to run on. Chandler Simpson's on it this year, man. 6 stolen bases already. We'll take that. 1-2 to Diaz.
Man at second. Close, but called a ball.
And Carson Kelly's gonna. I think that hit the zone.
Challenge from behind the dish here. And on further
Yeah,
review, it was
that hit the zone.
So they've still got both.
Dadgummit, man. Good call by Kelly.
Jonathan Aranda, next to hit for the Rays. Went down on
That's a good
strikes
call.
his first time through.
All right, well, here's Aranda.
Let's go, Jonathan.
And Aranda left field. That's going to get down. Simpson will stroll in. And Jonathan Aranda once again doing some damage with that ground rule double. Tampa Bay on the board.
Just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
1 out. Runner at
We
second.
will absolutely
Junior
take that.
Cabanero, next to hit for the Rays. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance.
And here's Cabanero. Strikeouts are a problem.
1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Strike 2.
Ah, hit the zone. Can't really. Yeah, that definitely hit the zone. 0-2.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout.
Man, Cabanero is just a whiff machine. He is a whiffing machine.
Now it's Gavin Lux. Grounded out his first time.
We have got to get some training on him to get that vision up.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Here's Gavin Lux.
Very aggressive. aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take
I'm
some
out.
pitches, see if you can extend those
I just sent the
at-bats,
runner to
get
go
some
again,
base
and I
runners
didn't
on.
mean to. Let's see if Gavin Lux can bring in a Ronda.
And on second, 2 down. That one pushed to the left and foul.
No dice on that one. Foul ball. Blue Jays have won their game.
Swings through it for the
And
K.
Gavin Lux is
They
going to
limit the
swing and
damage
miss.
here. A
Cade
runner,
Horton
2 hits, and they leave 1.
still locked in.
Top of the 5th we go.
We got to run,
It's the Cubs 5,
but that's
the
it.
Rays 1. This is Rays baseball.
We're going to go to the 5th inning.
Florida.
We are going to the bullpen. That's going to be it from McClanahan.
Now pitching for
We're
the
Gonna bring in
back,
Joe
and there's a
Boyle.
arm on the mound to start the 5th. Joe Boyle. And he'll feature a hard slider to work off
See
his
if he can
fastball.
eat some innings here.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Nico Horner.
corner.
So let's check out Joe Boyle. 26 years old, round 5 pick in 2020. Fastball, slider, splitter. Control seems to be a problem. That's good news. That's what we like to see. That's wonderful. Didn't have a good year last year or with the Athletics, so hopefully we can see a little bit of a good side of Joe Boyle. Pretty much the first year of a franchise is to test who we want to keep,
You know,
who we
these
don't want to
Cubs
keep.
putting together some really good at bats in this game. There's been a lot.
The
to
Rays
like
have a
about their
lot
approach
of-
and their chances at the plate. It looked to me like
At least
they
according to
really wanted
MLB The
get to
Show.
starter early, get him out of
They have
the
a
game
lot of
before he
holes.
settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
Lot of holes. I think in center field, eventually Theo Guillen will be the guy. Of course, we got Carson Williams and Junior Caminero already there.
Ball to strike. Drilled in the air out
That ball
towards right
tattooed
center.
hard. Mullins
On his way
running after it.
And there's one away.
He will run it down. Nico Horner.
Exactly sustainable game to
Tough
game.
day for him.
It's a good sign that a lot of hard work's been paying off.
But yeah, first base. I mean, Jonathan Aranda is currently our first baseman. With Yandy Diaz's contract up at the end of the year, I doubt we'll bring him back.
And first offering is fouled off.
I just don't know. We really have to have a good draft this year.
That clips the corner.
We're kind of scouting
That's really the
everything
money spot.
except
Down
for
and
third
away,
base and
if you can
shortstop.
locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Maybe a catcher wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
The 0-2. No.
And that is down the middle. Bregman, left field. Cubby's going to get that run right back.
Alex Bregman sends it out.
Okay.
Third home run of the season, and they add to their lead.
Well, we're the home run
That one
Rays,
just
I guess.
Sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet.
6-1
Man, the
Cubs.
ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Most times it's the pitcher.
Ray, that's the
looking
perfect
for
thing to
velocity,
say there.
But in this case, it's the hitter. He just turned around triple digits at the dish. I don't even know how he saw that pitch. Maybe he didn't, but he got a home run out of it.
And now the right fielder. Seiya
Bullpen is
Suzuki.
definitely not the
He's
greatest.
already homered in this game.
I feel better about the Pirates
Coming
bullpen than
through
this
now,
one.
and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Not looking good, man. 6-1.
Right through there for his
Control a big problem here.
26 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2020.
0-2 to Seiya Suzuki.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
The fact that some of these hitters are even fouling some of these pitches off is crazy to me. Like, how are you hitting that?
This one smoked on its way out of here.
We're just not allowed to throw the ball at all.
Back-to-back homers.
Second home run of the night for
Second home run
Seiya
of the
Suzuki.
game, and they add on. Singy, the ball is
I think Joe Boyle's done.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact.
How are you guys hitting the ball that hard?
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters.
Good
in the lineup
Lord.
feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Be really, really, really nice if this bullpen wasn't poop. You know what I mean?
Next to hit, Michael Bush. First offering, and it just misses.
7-1 Cubs. Woo.
That one at triple digits.
101. It's got velo. Too bad you can't locate worth a darn.
Up big in this one, and we're at the top of the fifth.
Everything goes down the middle if you miss it.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Another one at 99. I'm going to stay away from that slider.
Cuts and misses.
Atta baby.
It's a strikeout.
Well, that's
Nice job.
out of the hand.
Striking out Michael Bush, 2 down on that splitter.
Your interpretation is here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it. And you
He's getting tired. Yeah, I can't imagine why. Fastball, slider, splitter. Okay. We're definitely not going to throw the slider anymore. Like, his numbers look great. Just got to get that control up. Just got to get that control up on Joe Boyle. I think if we can get that control up, he'll be a better pitcher. I really do think that.
over the top, and that's why they call it a split-fingered fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer. Kelly.
You just can't keep throwing it down the middle like that.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
So here is Carson Kelly.
2 down, nobody on.
We'll see if we can get a rally going. Not looking good. Not looking good for a rally, but hey, you never know, right? How are you hitting that? Alright, let's see if we can throw the slider off the plate, like really far off the plate.
The 0-2. They tried to get him to
All
chase on a slider down and away.
That's fine. That's good. Put it there.
The 1-2. Good eye right there.
Just missed. Yeah, that was way off. Okay. Alright, so Joe Boyle.
2-2 now. Swing. And
Definitely a D
98 miles per
ranking.
hour on the gun. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's 7-1.
It's definitely not looking good for us, but
We head to the bottom of the fifth. And stepping in for the Rays.
let's see if we can get anything going here. Take a look at Mason Englert. Cade Horton can cruise.
Run support and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack.
I want to challenge that, but I don't think I will.
Too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick
Yeah,
outs.
they call that a strike.
0-1 now. The shortstop takes the ball.
Oh my god, I hate this phone. See, we're getting pitches down the middle, and we're just fouling them off.
One and 2 now. That's inside.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Hit hard.
To short.
All right, to the Gold Glover, Dansby Swanson with a good pick of Bush at first base. Tires Carson Williams.
Next for the Rays, the center fielder, Cedric.
So digging in, Cedric Mullins. Grounded out his first time up.
Here's Mullins. And I'll be honest, man, I don't know.
Mullins.
I don't know what we're going to do with Mullins. I don't know if he really has any trade value to him or not.
Here comes the 0-1.
Okay. Barely hit the button. 0-2. But, I don't know if he's got any trade value or not to him. I know we can't put him on the block until, I think, June 15th.
And that just misses.
And Kelly's going to challenge that one.
Challenge, we'll take another look. And that one did find.
Wow.
Still 2 challenges left for them.
Nothing's going our way, man.
Base is empty.
Nothing's going our way.
Next to hit for the Rays. His first at bat was a strikeout.
That's a tough one. That is a tough one. What's up, Gabe? Don't get rid of Mullins. I mean, I need him to hit better than 130.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Good lord, man. Kate Horton just can't hit nothing off of this guy.
Tap dances out of the way of that one.
Not good.
That's a ball.
Oh, yeah. No, 100%. Well, we made some contact, but we're going to hit Swanson.
Fires over to first. And that will
Nothing doing for the Rays.
Nothing
It's
doing
all
for
Cubbies
Tampa.
here.
They're down 7-1.
7-1. Halfway done. I kind of wish that, I know this sounds weird, but I kind of don't want ABS in the playoffs. Like, let the umpires learn the zone during the season. Yeah, let's look at the key moments so far. And it's been nothing but home runs. Seiya Suzuki has 2 home runs tonight. Alex Bregman has a home run tonight. Pete Crow Armstrong's went yard. Shane McClanahan got really roughed up. Our only run came off of Chandler Simpson. Or no, I'm sorry. Aranda hit an RBI single scoring Chandler Simpson. It's been a home run fest, man. It has been a home run fest for the Cubs.
Mason Engler gets the ball now.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is.
So let's go to the pin. Here's Mason Englert.
With the way this lineup is swinging it.
It'll be his 4th game of the year so far.
And now it's Dansby Swanson.
Let me see his usage here. Changeup, fastball, cutter, sinker, curve. Barely uses his curveball according to this. Changeup, fastball, cutter, mostly. He's actually got control, though. 26 years old, another lefty, or another young guy. See potential. Here's Swanson. Hit better than 130, and he'll hit 300. Well, I've got him hitting pretty low in the lineup right now.
Swing and a
Ground ball. Carson Williams.
Throws to first in time.
Throws out Swanson for the 2nd time tonight. 1 down.
Up next for the Cubs, the center fielder.
I don't know, man. Like, this lineup's going to get some...
Next for Chicago,
It's going to get some rearranging.
Armstrong. He's already homered here in this one.
I just don't think that Cedric Mullins...
And that's in there at the knees.
like I said, I don't think we could trade Mullins. I don't think he's going to give us enough value. So maybe we do keep him. Because we don't...
That one blasted deep to right.
Oh my God, PCA, you got to stop, man.
There. And that one is gone.
Another wall scraper.
Another homer. He's done it again. His
8-1
second home of
Cubs.
the game. And they boost their lead. And their 5th home run of the game.
Some things in this sport are contagious, Boog, and right now for this team, clearly it's the long ball. Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another.
How are they
knockdown.
doing
During
this?
batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close. but
How are
now
they
it's
doing this?
Just out of his reach.
Where was that
One
pitch
down.
at?
Now
I need to
he'll
turn
cast
the thing back on so I can see where it
Shaw.
was. All right, well, not a good showing by anybody in on our team except for Chandler Simpson, to be honest with you.
The 1-0.
Yeah, why not? Let's
He has
challenge it.
coming from behind the dish.
I think that was a ball, but let's challenge it anyway.
Not far
Yeah,
out of the
okay.
zone, but it was a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge.
All right, now that I've seen that, I know where to start calling these at.
And it's fouled away.
This nobody's been good. Like I said, Chandler Simpson's been okay. He's got 2 hits, 2 stolen bases. He's made a defensive play throwing Shaw out at second base. Jonathan Aranda drove him in.
Plate.
That's pretty much been it. Nobody's done anything else. So.
Come on, Mason.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Matt Shaw.
2-2. Chopper right side.
Right to Diaz.
And he takes it himself
2
for
down.
the out.
We'll get our time.
Up next,
We'll get our time.
the left fielder, Tyler.
We'll be here. We'll get to a point eventually where we
So
won't
out,
lose.
Space is empty. Now the left fielder.
Got to draft smart, find the right players, and hope it works. Hope it works.
Right through there for a strike.
I'm trying to figure out what game to play tonight.
Swings through that.
I guess it
one.
depends on how
Sold
quick
it
you guys
for
want me to go through the
yards.
first season.
Swung underneath it, so a
Um,
changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
And a swing and a miss.
Strikes out.
And that's that.
There you go. Only gives up 1 run. Maybe we face the Red Sox in
More
tonight's
scores in
episode.
the inning coming on this
It's
solo
almost a
home run.
month
It's now
later from now.
8-1.
God, he got his head right on that. That was a good swing. 8-1 Cubs. Maybe we play the Red
Bottom
Sox
of the
tonight.
sixth, and stepping in for the Rays.
Check out how people in our division are doing.
Johnny Gianluca.
And here's Johnny DeLuca. Everyone's favorite. What? Hold on a second.
Hand up as he asks for time at the plate.
Yeah, right. All right, 2-0.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Ground ball right to
Ground out
Swanson.
short. Fires to first on the run.
Throws out
And
LaDuca, who
very
runs pretty
nicely
quick.
done for the out.
1 down.
The left
Zingy,
fielder,
here's a look at his pitch breakdown for the game.
Well, he's known for that four-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. And he's limited the damage.
And here's
so far.
Simpson.
Nothing too bad. Might stick with this approach.
Like I said, man.
To the right side.
He won't get a hit here, but what a game.
Bush steps on the bag. 2 down.
up next,
May 4th and May 11th.
the first baseman, number 2, Yandy.
We'll absolutely face every team in the division this season. We're going to take a look at the Red Sox. We're going to take a look at the Yankees. We're going to look at the Blue Jays. We're going to look at the Orioles.
Line drive.
God, Yandy hits it
And
so
the inning
hard.
is over. Down in order go the Rays. It's still an 8-1 ball game.
Just a tough game today, man. It's all right. To be fair, the Cubs are supposed to be
Back here
doing
at
this.
Tropicana Field, This
the second
offense has
baseman,
lifted them to a
Nico
lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray
I
chart.
think they got 5
When a
home
team
runs,
has this
don't they?
many knocks, a lot of the time
Yeah, they got
it's
more than
clustered
4.
to
They got
one
5.
side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Because 2 by Suzuki, 2 by PCA, 1 by Bregman. Oh, maybe it is. Huh. Am I just miscounting? I thought they said they had 5.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
I know the Blue Jays are 3-8 right now in this franchise, but they've already won their game.
This one smoked, could be trouble.
Going gap shopping, I guess. DeLuca, of course, can't run it down.
And it's a leadoff double to start the
And
seventh.
Nico Horner, leadoff double.
Up next for the Cubs.
Oh,
Pretty
man.
much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the
Even when you
opposite
throw the
field.
perfect pitch,
Sure,
this
he's
team's
gonna
just
be
going to hit it
watching
in the
that one
gap.
back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bomb.
Really needs some
So
more
many
hustle out there
positives
by
that led to
LaDuca.
that knock.
Or
Dangerous
DeLuca,
hit at
whatever.
the plate in Alex Bregman.
Whatever your name
Coming
is.
off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
It's going to be irrelevant here probably by the end of the year.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Man, we need some bullpen arms bad. We got Griffin Jacks.
Runner in scoring position.
But to be honest,
already
what's
out. Here in
what's the
top
point of
half
having
inning,
Griffin
number
Jacks
7.
if you can't compete? We'll probably get Steven Matz to finish off the game here. 0-1 to Alex Bregman.
Man at second.
Cubs looking to add more. That's all we have those Jacks, right?
The 1-1. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Oh, that's a strike, Bregman. Get over yourself. Get over yourself, Bregman. That's a strike, Bregman.
For them now.
Barely. But that's a strike, Bregman.
That misses the
He was
zone.
not happy with that.
2-2.
He was not happy with that at all.
Stands at second with no outs. On the ground, right
Ground
side.
ball right to Diaz, who will throw it over to Englert.
Slings to first in time.
1 down. But I think it would value us more if we trade away Jacks, if we're not competing, right? Like, if we're dead last in the division,
Now it's the right fielder.
What's the
Seiya
point of
Suzuki.
keeping-
He's already homered twice, the last one back in the fifth.
what's the
It
point
seems
of
like you can't
keeping
miss
someone
right
good
now.
like
Seeing
Jacks when we can
baseball
flip
as
them for
well as anyone
prospects?
on the field. Now I know the odds are against
You know.
him, but who's going to bet against this guy right now?
I guarantee you Suzuki's going to hit another home run here. Strike 1. Wow, that could have been a ball. That was actually a ball. Thanks for not challenging that.
This
Ah.
to center field.
Center field, Mullins running in.
He's there. He's got it.
And here comes the runner home. Throw by Mullins. Not in time with that noodle arm.
Lead as the run scores from third.
And that'll be a sac fly for Suzuki. 9-1 Cubs.
So no one on after the sac fly. Michael Bush, the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one.
He
Here's Michael Bush.
didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the
Hey, we'll
ball,
struggle
sac
at first.
fly out.
It's okay.
Now it's time to attack these other
First
guys.
year's
Get your
always
team
about
back in the dugout.
developing. You know, like I said before, it's all about who we want to keep. You know, how do we fill the holes that we create ourselves?
Ripped, but
Good
it
Lord.
curls foul.
We'll get this team a World Series. I've only failed one time to get a team a World
2 down,
Series.
nobody on. And
That was the
no
Tigers.
missing low.
No one would challenge 8-1 in the 7th. That's very true. They probably showed me some mercy there.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Every pitcher, though, is giving up at least a run. That's just something we can't do here.
Here we go, Mason.
This one in the air, center field.
Center field, Mullins will grab it.
And that is that.
Woo! Alright, we don't look at the score.
Stretch time. It's the Cubs 9.
We don't look
Rays
at the
1.
score.
You're watching Tampa Bay Rays baseball.
Let's go to bottom of the
Show,
7th.
Florida.
Cubs have a number, Rays have a number.
This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
Alright, here's a Ronda.
Are we on script? Never. All right, Siggy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got
God.
best press box food.
They always talk about the press
I'd say
box
press
food.
box
Edward
food
Cabrera in the
because of
bullpen?
the ice
What?
cream, we have to go Philadelphia,
Gotta
yeah.
shout out
Okay.
to our guy Frank.
Yes.
That's not right.
New York for me is pretty good. Yankees.
That's not correct.
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Why is Edward Cabrera in the bullpen?
As far as ballpark
What?
food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though.
Oh, can I not look at the other
broadcasting with
bullpen?
Zoo breath, where you could just, I mean, absolute.
Okay, fine. I'll do it this way. Why is Edward Cabrera in the bullpen? Oh, yeah, that's right, because Justin Steele's hurt in real life. Okay. That's weird. I don't know who they should put in the bullpen. Maybe the only way I can make this sound logical is they're putting Edward Cabrera in the bullpen for durability reasons. That's the only way I can make it make sense.
People with your breath.
Ronda, center field.
Continues his success here. He's back.
He is the hottest player on the team right now. Another 2 hits for Jonathan Aranda.
It's been a long time for me.
Boobs Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
And here comes Craig Counsell. He's going to pull Cade Horton.
That's right. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Cade Horton.
I kinda get it.
Way. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back.
What is that patch on their
Here
sleeve?
comes the new arm for the Cubs, Jacob Webb.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle.
Cubs going to the
sometimes
bullpen.
with
Here is
ballpark
Jacob
big
Webb.
leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see
What is
how
that
sharp he
patch
is.
on their sleeve? Oh my God. Oh, is it just the 150 years? Huh. I didn't even know that was a thing. All right, then. Very good. Here's Jacob Webb coming in from the bullpen. 32-year-old righty out of California. Fastball change sweeper, and he's got good stuff everywhere.
Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Now it's going to be Junior Caminero, and that is out of play.
I have a feeling Caminero is going to be that guy that I struggle to hit with.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Ah, good pitch.
Well, tough night at the dish.
That's a good pitch.
Now for the 3rd time right there. It just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate.
I continue to struggle with Caminero, man.
Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches.
That's just 100% on me.
One out man at first. Gavin Lux next to hit for the Rays.
All right, here's Gavin Lux.
To short.
And there goes Gavin Lux. That's a double play ball.
Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over.
No, we can't. We cannot break through at all.
It's the Cubs
We are
9.
definitely outmatched. We are outmatched for sure. They have a 50-year patch.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Rays.
Oh, yeah, it is a
New
50
arm on the
years
mound
for the
to start
Jays.
eighth. Steven Matz.
Steven.
That's pretty awesome.
He's coming in to pitch on 4 days rest right here. And that might not be a factor at all in terms of being rusty, but he should
All right,
definitely
Steven
be well
Matt's in.
rested.
Let's see if we can
And now
finish the game with
batter is
him.
Carson Kelly,
The catcher,
1 for
Carson
3.
Kelly.
Just need him to get 6 outs. Former Met, Steven Matz, 34-year-old lefty. Sinker, curve, change, and a slider. Throws a sinker a lot. Barely throws a slider. I think he's on yeah, he's on a 2-year deal. I don't like that.
First pitch swinging, and it's a knock.
I'm going to have to adjust the sliders, man. They're getting too many
So
hits
a
off
runner
the plate.
aboard to start the inning.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch.
Just get hits off the plate like
A
that?
little
Man.
bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
And here comes Dansby Swanson.
All right, here's Swanson. Good take. 1-0. Hey, we'll truly see the test of the crowd
The 1-0.
here in Tampa.
On the ground to first.
Man, what a scoop by Diaz. Steps on first, throws out Kelly.
Double play.
Double play. Best play of the game right there. Yandy Diaz.
Bases empty after the double play. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit.
Is the Twitch channel still going? Says it's unstable. That's never a good sign.
And first offering is fouled off.
Here's PCA. Alright. It might be going fine. I don't know. So, PCA has 2 home runs today.
Next offering misses down and away. Mads, 34-year-old vet. He joined the team as a free agent.
That's a little bit of a hiccup there. How's the video on YouTube, Ray? Is everything looking okay on YouTube?
On the ground right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing happening there for the Cubs, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead.
Hey, how about that? We get an inning where no one gives up a run. Bottom of the 8th we go.
Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Not shortstop. Carson
Yeah, so the very next series is against the Yankees. I'll have to look at the schedule, but we probably won't do that one. And then we got the White Sox after that. Thank you, sir. All right, Carson Williams 0 for 2. Let's see if we can get a hit right on cue, right center field. That will be a gapper
Now he'll turn for second.
as Carson
And
Williams
that's a leadoff double.
gets a leadoff double.
up next for the Rays.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over.
Nice
it.
stuff.
Absolutely smoked that ball.
Muller.
We're hitting the ball hard, finally, kind of.
So man aboard, and now Cedric Mullins
Here's Mullins.
swings through that one.
Should sweep the White Sox? I
Bowman
doubt
kept him pretty
doubt
quiet
that.
in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Bounced up the middle. Corner
And
fires
Mullins.
to first in time.
Ground out. Runner goes to third.
Up next for the Rays. The catcher, number 40, Nick.
Now up for Tampa Bay.
Hey, in real life, Carson Williams makes the real life roster of the
goal is to
Rays.
give
Look at
your
that.
teammate a chance to score from third. There's a few ways he can get it done, but his best chance is to drive one in the air. Look for the right pitch up and then smoke it.
Here's Fortes.
One away with a runner at third. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Looks like we got the ads about to come on Twitch. If you do not want to see ads, you can subscribe, or you can just come over to YouTube and watch it, where it's free there.
Here's a 1-1. This one in the air, right
Fly
field.
ball right field. That will drop in.
In comes the
Williams will score. That's an RBI single for Nick Fortes, and the score is, well, it's still bad,
So
but not
next
as
to the
bad.
plate for Tampa Bay, Johnny DeLuca. And first offering is fouled off.
You're using Zoom. What hitting view is this? Oh, this is Fisheye. Can't remember if it's Fisheye 1 or 2, but it's Fisheye.
That one fouled off.
I'm not a big fan of what I call the crotch cam.
Leads off first with one
Like they zoom in so close that all you see is their crotch.
Pitch misses there, and a count 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strike.
Good changeup.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for
Yeah,
having him.
I've always used Fisheye, even though I don't hit the best off of
Here
it.
comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Jacob Webb done for the night. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm.
Okay,
on the mound.
Craig, you're just micromanaging again. You're up by 6 runs.
Now pitching for the
Shelby
Cubs,
Miller gets the
number
call from the
77.
pen.
Compared to some days,
Shelby Miller,
low
Cubs signed him in
leverage
real
appearance
life. He's
for him,
not even
so
going to play this
he
year.
should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Back to the top of the order now. Chandler Simpson.
Hey, look, here's my player of the game. Right here,
His
Chandler
skill set
Simpson.
Straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact.
Even though Jonathan
power,
Aranda has 2 hits and an
and he can
RBI.
run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get
I
caught
do
up
like
in
Chandler
trying to hit
Simpson,
home
though.
runs because so many people are.
0-1. I don't use the blur background.
Base hit,
Chandler Simpson, 3 for 4 tonight.
They stop the lead runner.
Attaboy.
at second. Now 2 on with 2
Um,
outs.
I don't use the blur. There's an achievement, by the way.
Zone on plane for a long time. That
Because I hear the blur kind of makes the frame rates drop in the game. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe I'll use the blur like on backgrounds it's hard. Like maybe Fenway would be good.
to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that. In front
Right
of the center.
field, that's going to drop in as well. But we are going to hold the runner.
The brakes. Bases now loaded.
Bases loaded, baby.
His rounds during batting practice today.
Unfortunately, there's 2 outs.
With this ability to let the ball travel, go back up
Here's
the
a
middle and
Ronda.
get away. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Aranda swings through it for strike 1.
Well, they just put it in this year. It's, let me see if I can find it for you. Yeah, hitting depth of field is what it's called. You could turn it on and see how it just blurs everything behind you. I don't know if it shows good on the stream or not, but like, that's what it looks like it is off. You know, look at the stuff in the background. Just blurs it so you can focus on the pitcher a little more. I keep it off though, because I'm just so used to it. But Fisheye 2, by the way, is where that camera is. But yeah, it's a nice feature. This could be useful in some ballparks. This could absolutely be useful in some ballparks. But
So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Here's the 0-1.
oh, Aranda, you got 2 fastballs in your zone, my dude. Oh, and 2.
And he asks for time now. Chance
Diaz is so slow, he's still running to first. Yeah, he's a chunky boy.
Here's the 0-2. Got him looking. That ends the inning and stops.
Yep. That's our
So
game
they
right
get
there,
the
man.
run, but end up leaving the bases loaded. Through 8 full,
All right, crunch
it's the
time.
Cubs 9, the Rays 2.
9-2 Cubbies. Let's just get through this unscathed.
All set to start the 9th in this one. And here's the DH for the Cubs, Matt Shaw.
Here's Matt Shaw.
That one ripped, but foul.
Cubbies could be putting him in right field this year in real life because of Suzuki starting on the IL. I don't know how that's going to work. They've been throwing Shaw everywhere this spring training.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Filthy change.
And I mean
right there.
everywhere.
Just pulled the string.
Fights
How
that
did
one
you hit
away.
that?
The count remains
How did you hit
0-2.
that? Can I get a challenge? How's that my foot? Alright, 0-2. Man, that fans' chant was so loud.
Ripped on the ground a second.
That's going to be a ground ball to
Throws
Lux.
the first in
One out.
time.
Up next for the
At least this game was close after the first pitch. Ouch. Okay. Alright.
Here's
Calm
the
down.
left fielder.
Calm down. Chill out. Yeah, McClanahan really didn't look good. Nobody really looked good. But then again, you have to also factor in the fact that this Cubs team is kind of already built to win. We're not. Good Lord. Good eye.
The Cubs up big in this
It was
one.
close after
Near
the first
top of
pitch.
the ninth.
It was close for the first, what, 3 innings? And then we give up that 5 spot in the 4th inning?
Hard hit to third.
Tyler
Throw
Matz.
to first in time.
Sorry, it's Tyler Matz. Steven Matz, MVP, baby. Hasn't given up a run yet.
second baseman, Nico Horner.
So back to the top of the order. Nico Horner will come up. to
Here's
hit.
Nico.
1 for 4 with a double.
Maybe we'll have better luck tonight. It will be an AL East team, though. Oh, unpopular opinion. I love this because I've been seeing a lot of other franchise creators talk about this. I love the fact that,
Check swing went around. And
like,
the
when you
count
make a
is
trade in
1-1.
this game, you know how it had that little bar at the top that said how interested the other team was in the trade. I'm glad that's gone because it makes it more difficult and it makes it more. I think it makes it more fun. Because if you know they're going to accept it, you're going to do it. You could accidentally overpay for somebody.
That misses, and that's ball 3.
3-1 to
Alex
Nico.
Bregman would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Let's see how bad his slider is.
Right through there for a strike.
Not great. 3-2.
Payoff pitch. That's a good at-bat.
Oh!
He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
I should have challenged that, but it's probably a ball.
Runner at first with 2 away. Here's Alex Bregman.
They redid the in-child trade logic, yeah. They did. There's still some notoriously bad trades.
Corner at the knees for a strike.
But then again, like I tell other people, I think we need to set the bar low. And that's not because SDS doesn't try to fix it. For once, I'm defending them on this. I think it's because everyone's franchise runs different. You know? Like, there's so many factors that people don't consider when they see a trade. Like, if we see... what's a good example? Who's someone that's in the last year of a contract? Like, if they say... very extreme example, okay? Very extreme example. Let's say they see Nico Horner being traded in my franchise to somebody else. And people will be like, including me, oh, they're never going to trade Nico Horner. Why would they do that? Well, you got to look. People just see it at face value. Nico Horner, staple of the Cubs, going to another team. That won't happen. But my question is, what's the Cubs' record? How's Nico doing? What is he demanding? Do the Cubs have budget? Are they trading him to a team that needs him? Is that team overpaying for Nico, handing up a lot of prospects? People just don't see that. They just see the name going from one team to another and say, oh, that's a bad trade. That'll never happen. But let's say, Ray, in your franchise when you start, you'll never see Nico Horner get traded. You know, everyone's trade or everyone's franchise is just so different. That's just what I think.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit.
That's going to go up the middle, 2-out hit.
Mullins whips it back in. Lead runner to second.
If I can't trade a C prospect for Skeens anymore, it's an upgrade.
His hot hitting continues.
I'm going to say you can't, but then again, I don't know. I've never stress tested the...
2 aboard, 2 outs. So up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. Sinker catches the
like, I'm going to do my best not to rip off the CPU, which is why I'm glad I've been doing what I'm doing. Like, if I trade Shane McClanahan, if I do trade him,
yeah, the lefty with the 0-1. Out to
I'm going to have a high ceiling. Because he's going to be 29. He's an A potential pitcher. Now, because he hasn't performed very well, maybe I'll ask for 2B prospects for him. If he's like a guaranteed bona fide ace, like let's say he's 11-2 with a 2.5 ERA, and we want to trade him at the deadline, I'm going to be wanting an A potential prospect for him.
Junior Caminero now at the plate.
But
swing and a miss, strike 1.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
I still think you're going to see horrible trades. That's going to be a given. I think the goal is to just not see him as often.
The 0-2. Cuts on it and misses.
I swear to God.
And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
I'm gonna hit a home run with Caminero at some point. I don't know when, but I will.
Good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Now a pop up on the infield. Bush under.
We are 1 out away from this mercy killing.
There's 2 away.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Carson Williams.
So definitely not our best game. The pitching was atrocious. The offense was kind of dead. But we'll work with it. It's only episode 2. Dadgummit, Carson. Yeah, budget's nice to have on. Also, I turned the sponsorships off because it's too easy to get extra money with sponsorships.
They're down to their final strike.
Man, 1 and 2.
Cut on and miss, struck him
And
out.
we end like we started. A little whimper.
Today for these players. They gave up a few runs.
So not a good game here at the Trop. We did not rock the Trop. The Trop got rocked. Cubs come in and just absolutely obliterate us. Final score, Cubs 9, Rays 2. Cade Horton gets his 3rd win, and Shane McClanahan can't even go 4 innings. Can't even go 5 innings, actually. Just not a good game. Just not a good game in general. A lot of things to work on with this team. I was swinging a club, man. But yeah, Seiya Suzuki homered twice. PCA homered twice. I think Bregman had a home run. Yeah, there's Bregman. He had a home run. It's just, yeah, maybe we'll do better tonight, man. It was just not a good game for us at all. Not a good game for us at all. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Cade Horton has been awesome. 6 innings, 4 hits, 9 strikeouts, didn't walk anyone, give up a run. Shane McClanahan, 4 innings, 7 hits, 3 strikeouts, didn't walk anyone. Gave up 5 runs, and all of them were home runs, I believe. Couple highlights, though. Chandler Simpson, 3 for 4, stole 2 bags, and Jonathan Aranda continues his hot start to the season, going 2 for 4 with a double and RBI, and Nick Fortes with an RBI as well. So, I don't know which game we're going to do tonight. That is not our record. We can ignore that. But it will be another AL East team. It will be an AL East team. So I'll have to look at the schedule, figure out which one it is. I don't know what time I'm going live tonight. It depends on what time everybody just settles down. So it could be 9 o'clock. It could be 10 o'clock. I have no idea. But I want to keep playing. So I appreciate you guys stopping in. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, please. Twitch, you can do whatever you want. I don't mind. I'm going to be honest. I just use Twitch for my clips. So, you know, just saying. Also follow on X and join the Discord for any and every update here on the Rays franchise. I appreciate you guys being here. Sorry the game was awful, but it's going to make those victories in the future that much sweeter. So, until then, see you guys later on tonight. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Have a good part of your day. And we'll try again. Raise up, baby. See ya.